Good afternoon. Yeah, my mother told me I had to share my story. My story is long. I mean, it would take many writers, many years to do my story. I mean, it started out. Which part does she want me to tell? My part where I was legally blind for 28 years, or the part where I could see, or my eyesight? Which part do I, me being revived in many different places, me surviving a hit that, they cut my brake line in San Diego. People here ordered that shit, and Michigan ordered that shit for me to get. Tiny called me when I was in Nebraska, asking me what I was doing. I talk with her, let her know my things, and she she was part of that. That was my oldest son's mother. She called and asked me what I was doing, and sure enough, because my nephew didn't know what was going on at the time. He was a Navy sailor. Talked with my niece Patricia, who was staying with my ex-wife at the time, so they knew all about it. They were all guilty by association, So I'm saying people all tied into it. My nephew was on Navy yards, so the document is there. The digital footprint is there, monitored by military people. I'm just saying, people. They're trying to get away with bullshit. That's why they're stop it. I tell them to stop it. The digital footprint is there. They were monitored by the military. They know about the accident. They know what I wasn't supposed to survive that accident. The officers that prayed with me there. I posted that shit online. They prayed with me because I guess I was resurrected. I don't know. I don't know what that shit is. I am not a religious person. Spiritual. I was raised Catholic, saying Baptist and worship with Mormons and Third Day Adventists, Jehovah's Witnesses, Muslims. I prayed with all these people. All these ones that I prayed with were married couples. They're the ones that pray for me today because they know they've seen the miracles where all these lusts and all these infidelities and my family brought into this shit. But see, they know about that shit. They knew about shit. My ex-wife knew about that shit because my nephew didn't know what was going on. All he knows is Uncle Jimmy got in an accident. My nephew was homeless. A Navy soldier was homeless. Uncle Jimmy took care of him. 4 days we stayed in a U-Haul. I couldn't afford a room every day, but we stayed in the U-Haul. And you know what we did? I lifted the spirits up because my nephew was suicidal. So I had to talk to him about his dad because my nephew's dad committed suicide. They don't want to talk to him about that. They just want to talk to him about Uncle Jimmy's bad. Well, fuck that. I don't give a shit. I was there for my nephew. But you know what? The Navy thanked me. They let me stay on Navy grounds. They let me stay with. Oh, they never felt so protected with those 50 cal round. The things are awesome. I wish I could fire one of those things. I'm jealous that the Navy soldiers get to fire those 50 cal rounds. Dave Lang, my buddy, got to shoot those shit before he retired. But Dave Lang, he was my friend. I was supposed to meet him in Kingsman, Arizona, before my family directed me, I guess kidnapped me and abandoned me in Amarillo because I never made it to my friend's house because, I couldn't see. My uncle had stolen my ID, my wallet, and my contact lenses, so I didn't have vision. But he did it because I was on my way to purchase an airline ticket to Arizona or to Nevada because I was going to go to the casino. But my uncle stole my wallet. I had the money to get an airline ticket, and they knew what I was doing because I told my family my secrets of me following my dreams. I talked about this before because many of the people that I met in all these psych wards or psychedelic places were following their dreams, and their families, stepped on them. And they filled them with drugs and got them hooked on this, and then they forgot their dreams. But when I went in there to all these places, I made sure they didn't forget their dreams. In psych wards, I was inspiring people. Yes, people. I was heavily medicated, all crazy and shit like that, but I was still inspiring people. Let them know that God didn't forget about them. Let them know that don't ever forget to pursue their dreams as long as they have good intentions, as long as they're helping people. That's what, even in psychedelic wards, I was inspiring people. Psychologists, psychiatrists were teaching me. Why? I don't know. I'm glad they did it. I get to learn. I don't have a degree. I don't need a degree. God don't need no degree. What does degree do? Degrees are made from men and women. They teach of their own personal things. Not any of those degrees these people have were taught from cultures. They were all taught from people's personal preferences. That's why a lot of the things are steered towards Democrats. All these colleges teach Democrat ways. They don't teach Democrat or Republican ways. They teach Democrat ways. They try to take away our history. They take down like all those statues they brought down. Those are part of history. Why do they want to? They want to try to rewrite history, but they try to rewrite history with things that are trying to doom our next generations. They teach them about pedophilia and all that bullshit. I know because I spoke up for a 17-year-old boy. My brother's roommate, their army friend, and another man were teaching a 17-year-old boy pedophilia shit about the next generation. And they got mad because I stuck up for him. His mother thanked me. They kicked me out of the house. And I was in Texas I was near the border. I didn't even know where I was. Couldn't see. They kicked me out. I didn't have any shoes on. It was cold. It was raining. But I found a church. I got on my knees. All I said, I prayed. I said, God help me. Next thing you know, there was officers. They were making sure I was all right because I didn't have any shoes on. And the next thing I know, they asked me a few questions, and then I noticed things. I was able to help with the grace of God, able to help a family solve a 20-year cold case. It wasn't trying to get people hemmed up or anything like that. They just wanted to know where their loved one's body was, and they did find it. It was on the news in San Antonio. But see, that's the type of shit I was helping people with. I had premonitions to help the fire department in San Antonio and Houston and Fort Worth, sending information of Amber Alerts. I just had premonition, and then they were correct, and they found these people. My brother and my brother's roommate tried to cut me off the internet once because one of the young girls were of African American descent. Isn't that crazy? And I had a premonition, and yeah, they did find her, but they found her with 4 other gentlemen that were trying to kidnap her. They took care of those gentlemen because of the color of that girl's skin. And my brother and my brother's roommate are going to suffer for that shit. They're racist. I know my brother says he's whatever. My brother put an application for the KKK and was accepted. They want to talk some crazy shit. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the KKK. I'm just saying my brother, joined that group. Whatever. We don't have slaves. If we keep telling people we have slaves in our country, then they're going to have the mentality we're slaves. We run the government as we the people, not the other way around. Like all these government officials here in Kent County, Michigan, they got to understand, we the people elected these people. Just because they hold these power, they hold these things, they don't have power unless we give them power. I take back that power. They don't get that shit no more because 100 people that they purposely put divided families, put people in prison and jail because of money, because of color of their skin, because of 2 individual corrupt people in Kent County, Michigan. 2. But see, these are all the same people that had ties to my car accident, that had ties to all these things going on in San Antonio. The same people, guilty by association. That attempted murder charge that happened in San Antonio, guilty by association. I pressed 4 different reports against that. Not one of them made it in the thing, but I posted the numbers on 4 different social apps. The reports that never made it, I posted 4 different times. 4 different reports that I posted because I had that right as an American citizen, as an Indian citizen. I had that right, and I posted 4 different ones. And because the color of my skin, my brother and my brother's roommate and my family, all connected, digital footprints. The same people that are incarcerated here, they won't get out. They ain't getting out. Confirmation from God. I prayed and I prayed. I asked God, got on my knees, prayed with people in Austin, Texas. I did many pastors in San Antonio. I used to get excited when I'm sorry, it's God getting me excited, you know. I get excited when people walked up to me and pray. My brother turned away from people when they wanted to pray. Oh, I ain't talking. Yeah, I want to pray. I like praying. Because prayers make miracles. My miracles today is that I'm alive. I am not bragging, but I am breathing. Not a lot of people woke up this morning. And we woke up this morning, if we're not better than we were yesterday, then their cycle is going to repeat. Mine is going forward, living my dreams to helping people, continue to tell my story, continue to, these people are going to have to ask God for another chance. It's out of my hands. I forgave these people, and they keep pushing, so God got involved. And they know what I'm talking about because they're all fighting with each other. But what they did, they shouldn't have got the military involved. They shouldn't have done that because I got 4 branches of governments that I'm helping. Well, they still tried to demean and hurt, you know, homeless veterans and homeless single parents and, you know, couples because they keep them on the street because they have secrets about these people. And those are the people that I rose. Those are the people that are uplifted. Those are the people that are empowered. And yes, my ex-wife told me, how am I supposed to have a notary public stamp when I have a warrant out for my arrest? A year and a half ago before any of this shit happens, which means that's premeditation. Anybody involved, associated, I'm pressing charges on. And I am pressing charges in San Antonio, which brings in the death penalty to all these people. And Texas will pick these people up if I press, when I press charges. Guilty by association. Attempted murder. Texas has a fast lane for the death penalty. How many people are God going to put in line? I don't know. Not my business. Peace.